Hello, everyone. This is Christian, and this is another episode of Real Estate Talk, where I talk to you and other professionals, usually friends in the real estate investing industry and in the real estate lending industry, just to give you a different perspective of what's going on in the markets and kind of share some good tips and ideas for real estate investors and anybody that is looking to start investing in real estate. Um, Please like and share if you will. I will really appreciate that. On Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, we're live, and also on LinkedIn. So today my partner is not able to join us, so I'm gonna be um, talking to you directly about uh, you know different things in the industry. Mainly, we're gonna focus on real estate, how to get access to our um, off market properties, and how to get those properties funded, right? So let's get right into it. So we're now, I was actually reading an article a little earlier about what's going on our market, and just going over that. And obviously, uh, it was talking about the price increase on the properties, and as you can see, obviously today's housing market is just a direct result of the low supply that we have and the high buyer demand that we have, right? So um, usually what that means for you, and if you have plans to, as an investor, to buy more properties or to sell some of the properties that you have right now. So obviously for those they're looking to buy, you're going to expect a lot. You have to expect a lot of competition out there. So be ready to move fast. Be prepared to submit your strong offer. And for those that are looking to sell, I mean, no, you just got to know that you will be at the center of attention right now, and that you're going to get a lot of people, a lot of views, right? And it's going to get a lot of a quick sell, and at the same time you're going to get multiple offers, right? So be wise on choosing which ones you want to take. But if you're ready to move, um, definitely you know be aware of some of these things that is going on in the market right now, right? So but for real estate investors, it's one of the things that I've seen out there is the low supply, right? So we're, they're being getting, it's been really hard for real estate investors out there to find properties, to find deals, to find good deals, right? Um, that are gonna be able to either flip for a good profit, or simply hold for as a rental property, right? So one of the things that I wanted to show you today is how to um, get access to some of the off-market properties that we have. The off-market properties we've been working with Pierre. Pierre is a real estate broker here in Chicago that I know for a long time now, and we've been working on getting real estate investors here locally access to more deals, access to more off-market deals, right? And we've been working hard trying to get in front of those sellers right now, those property owners that are looking to get rid of some properties, right? And mainly, we've been after lately after a lot of the tax certificates and people that are behind on their taxes, and are almost ready to, or almost there, about they're about to lose their properties, right? And those things are really stressful for people, and they want to get some results fast, right? They need to get they need to sell their properties fast. So for that reason, is one of some of the things that we were talking about with Pierre the other day is how we can prepare you as an investor, as a buyer, how we can prepare you to be ready once those properties come or they're available, right? So there is a time limit that we have, right? And it's very time sensitive, these type of deals, right? So because we're reaching out to them and they're about to lose their property, so obviously um, we need to move fast. And one of the things that you need to have in place is your funding, right? So how do you fund these type of deals? How do you are able to get access to these properties and being able to move fast? So one of the first things that you got to keep in mind with these type of deals is that um, they do um, sometimes you're not able to see them, all right, inside. These properties are not um, open to the market, right? So open for people to go out and see them. You can drive by, you can do that. So but here on some of the for some of the investors that we work from other states, we are able to provide that information for them too. Okay, so which is, pictures of the neighborhood, pictures from back, anything that we can get of the properties, we will get for you. But for some of you local here, we can get access, we can give you access to some of that information as well. Or obviously, you can drive by and kind of see it for yourself, right? So unfortunately, we're not able to see it inside until you actually take um, uh, ownership of the property. Okay, some of these type of properties have to be bought from a tax lien certificate holder, right? That already is being paying for the taxes of these properties, and um, they're looking to either recuperate their money, get their interest, or even make some profit on top of that, right? Um, so for that reason is that the once you were able to get that locked in for you, um, we are going to you're going to be able to take possession of that property. So usually the process takes about 30 days. Here in Chicago, Illinois, in general, the state, we use attorneys for that type of stuff, right? So we're gonna set you up with the people that we work with, so that way you get the process done quickly and without any issues, right? And to make sure that we keep you on track with everything that's going on. And then at the same time, so once that is process is finished, then be able to see whether the property needs repairs, they need what do we need to do, how can you get access to financing, then to do repairs on the property if the property needs it, or if the property is um, has tenants on it. What are we going to do with it? And obviously, how are we going to proceed with that for and help you to proceed with that property. Okay. Now, the what we were going to talk a little bit also is how you're going to get access to funding to buy these type of properties without any collateral per se, right? So uh, these are tax certificates, right? So a tax certificate means that the property owner hasn't paid their taxes. So a company comes, pay, the taxes of the property, waits for a period that is required here and on the state, and then once that period expires, the tax certificate holder is able to redeem the property, to take over the property. Okay. Now, obviously, if the owner doesn't come through with the payment of the tax, okay, and interest or whatever he's charging that certificate holder. So when that happens, um, if we're able to get you right in front of that due date, and you're able to um, obtain that tax certificate. Usually, the only way that you are able to do that is through um, uh, with cash, right? So there is no type of financing that you can do in that. It's just actually a cash transaction. Usually, there is not a lot. It usually has to do with whatever was owed on taxes. Most cases are about three years, I believe, in taxes, plus interest and any of the fees that the certificate holders charge. Right. So, but we'll know exactly, what that amount will be, what exactly those charges are gonna be. Right. And some of them will let it go for that price for what is owed to them, and some other ones will want additional cash, right? So, but either way, it's always 30, 50, or more percent below value. So it's they're usually a great deal. So that's one of the ways that we're going to give you access to more deals. And yeah, for a lot of people would say, well, but that's a little bit more complicated than what I'm used to doing. Yes, but now we need to be a little bit more creative. We need to find uh, be able to find deals on different areas, on different with different types of strategies, so that way you're able to get more properties on your under your belt, right? Otherwise, right now, dealing directly with the properties on the MLS is just um, I'm sorry to say, but nuts, right? So it's really you have to be prepared to deal with multiple offers on every single deal um, that you're going to be dealing with. I mean, before we used to be quick, right? There was a time that when there was a little bit more supply of properties, uh, the faster you were to be able to get there and to put your offering and locked in the property, that was usually the trick to getting there, right? But now, being everybody has access to these properties on your phone, so you're able to see them right away, and you're able to put offers right away, and you're not the only one, right? So you have 10 other people presenting offers there, and at the same time, most of the realtors that are putting properties on the MLS are doing obviously doing the right thing, which is allowing other agents to put their offers, right? So they usually give a certain amount of time for everyone to put their offers, right? So usually like at least a week, they allowed everyone to send their offers. So it doesn't matter whether you were the first one to send your offer, or you're the last one. At the end of the day, in most cases, all the offers are going to be seen, and they're just going to make a decision based on whether it's cash, financing, how fast you can close, and things like that, right? So if you are tired of dealing with that, and you're tired of dealing with multiple offer situation, and having to offer more or overpay on some of these properties. I think that this new option that we're offering you, is a great one, because you're gonna have very very little to nothing um, competition. Okay, so now, but it's very cash intensive type of transaction, right? So that's why we want to give you some creative ways to see this type of transaction, how you can make it happen, right? And some of the ways that we make this happen for our real estate investors is using these a couple of different types of lending, right? Um, since you have to use cash only on these transactions, you have to use either private lending, right? Hard money, right? Um, and what hard money in this situation, sorry, it's gonna we're gonna use it after we acquire the property, right? So using private lending, it would be using other people's money, or partners, or anybody that you're working with. Um, Unsecured funding, gap, some other people call it gap funding, gap, GAP funding. And you can, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. And then business funding, right? Funding your business. Remember that, sometimes a lot of people think that because we're in real estate, um, a lot of the business lending products out there do not apply to us, and they do. We're a business too, right? Whether you're holding properties on your company, or you are fix and flipping properties, you are a business, right? A real estate business. So there are different type of options out there that we can utilize as a business loans or business financing, business lines of credit, and things like that. That depending on how your business is situated, whether if you're a new business, a new real estate business, or an old real estate business, right? So of course, like any other business, the older your business, the more experience your business has, the more cash flow your business has, the more opportunities you have out there, the more products, loan products you have out there to available for you. Okay, so what are we going to do? So that if you're brand new, let's say we're going to start with the brand new business owners, real estate business owners that are looking to, they're trying to buy properties right now, are looking to get a fix and flip, or they're trying to get their first rental, or even trying to start, their Airbnb business, or any of that, right? So how do you get access to funds to be able to get access to these type of properties that I'm talking about? Well, the first tool that we can try will be um, gap funding, right? Gap funding is liquid cash, right? These are loans that do not require any property, any collateral to be secure with. Okay, they're completely unsecure. We can get access up to $300,000 on this type of funding. Um, Liquid cash, usually within 7 to 14 days, and is transferred directly to your bank account, and you spend as you wish, right? So there is no limits, or any limitation on how you use the money, how much you use for of it, or anything like that. So once you apply, you can, you get a certain amount. But these type of loans are full doc loans, right? So meaning that they're going to require all your income documentation, um, taxes, pay stubs, bank statements. Um, and why are they asking for all that stuff? Is simply, again, because it's an unsecured loan, right? So this is not a real estate investing loan. This is not a hard money loan based on the asset, based on the property. This is, remember, this is a loan that you can get access to liquid cash, so you can go and pay for these properties and be able to take them over, right? So once you go through the process of taking over that property, once that deed is on your name, then you can get the other type of financing and pay off these other loans, right? So, but these loans are not something, they're not short term. They are short term, but not as short as Harmony. Usually these type of loans, we can get them up to 5 years, right? So you don't have to pay them completely immediately, right? So you can do it too. I mean, there is no prepayment penalties or anything like that, but you don't have to pay off the loan immediately. You can flip that cash, like I told many of my investors out there, instead of paying that off, just flip that cash into another deal, right? So, and keep it going, keep it working for you as long as you need to. Either way, these loans have a monthly payment, and there is a balloon at the end of the 5 years. So whatever is still owed at the end of the 5 years have to be paid then, or before. Okay, or it can even be refinanced. um, but um, but that's gut funding. If you want a little bit more information about that, go to gutfunding.me, or gapfunding.info, and you're going to get a little bit more information on how these loans work. The other one is business lines of credit, right? Business lines of credit is a tool that uh, we all use as a real estate investor. And I think that every new real estate investors out there, they should take advantage of these, and start building business credit under their corporation as soon as they can, right? So there's a couple of ways that you build the business credit under your company. One is by depending on how much activity you have in your company, if you hold an office or not. But let's say if you do hold an office and you have employees, and you pay for all the supplies and all that stuff, there is a way to be able to get access through, build that credit through everything that you pay for your company through those vendors, right, that sell office supplies and things like that. But at the same time, there is the normal credit cards out there, right, that give you business lines of credit under your company name, and they only report to your company. So and those are usually based, uh, whether you have a business that is brand new, or whether you have a business that's been uh, out there for a few years. When you get these lines of credit for the first time, they're usually gonna the approval of it, the approval amounts, that is usually gonna depend on your personal history as the owner. Okay. um, and it doesn't have to be only you. Okay, it can be any other person in the company as well, any other partners, or anyone that is working with you on that company, even family members. Okay, but the thing is that the first time that the company gets access to that type of credit, they're going to be looking at you as the owner, or the partner, or whoever is applying for that company. They're going to be looking at their credit history, just to base their approvals on that, for your company. Okay, I know it's a little tricky, but definitely feel free to send me any of your questions. Feel free to send me messages about that, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Okay. um, but once you get access to that, usually you can get access up to $150,000 within 7 to 14 days. Um, Again, it's going to be based on your personal profile. It don't it's not that you're going to be able to get access to 150 grand or 200 grand just like that. There is obviously cases that we have clients that, yes, they are being able to get access to that much and more sometimes, but it's not the case for everyone. Okay, so it all depends how your profile is right now, right? And some of the things that we need to see for that would be simply just a credit report, just to kind of see, where's your DTI, and how's your credit history, right? The credit history is going to impact a lot how your new company is going to get access to money. Okay, but now again, so you can get, with that type of lending, with that type of loans, with that type of credit, is how you can get access to these type of um, properties, right? For these type of tax liens. So that way, it's going to give you the power to pay for those certificates cash. And once you are able to take over the property, then we work into um, what are we going to do with that property? Okay, what are you going to do with that property, right? So are you going to hold it as a rental? Is the property in good shape to hold it as a rental, or does it need some repairs, right? Or are you, it's a full gut and it's going to be a flip. Okay, so once you take over the property, that's when we start. We help you figure out how we're going to get access to more capital, how we're going to get access to more funding for you to be able to accomplish whatever you like to do with that property, right? Um, Whether it's a short-term loan to rehab the property or a long-term loan to hold the property as a rental. Okay, so now that's one of the ways that we can get you access to properties, right? There is the other way that we have, which is also, the regular type of transactions that we work with wholesalers everywhere in the nation. And here in Chicago, we work with one in particular that we show properties um, all the time that has access to, that will give you access to more deals. So this is one of the properties that I'm showing you here, one of the properties that we have available with him, and we're going to go over it. So just to kind of for you to kind of see what are you going to get access to. um, Usually we're going to give you access to, obviously pictures of the property, and then we're going to give you access of what type of property it is, the address, what type of property, how much are we asking, right, for the property, the amount of beds, bath on the property, square footage, lot size, garage. We're going to give you all the information that we have available for that property, and also we're going to give you a link with pictures of the interior. Now, these are not the same type certificates that we were talking about. These are wholesale deals that you're going to be able to get access right away. So on these properties, you're going to be able to see them. You're going to be able to go and visit them, and you're going to be able to um, do your numbers, uh, whatever repairs they need to be done, and things like that, right? So, but we're going to give you all the information that we can so you can make a quick decision. Okay, so and we're going to show you where the property is situated, and we're also going to give you comps, right? So we take the time to actually look for comps in the area and show you. We're gonna put a link in there, so you're gonna be able to see. Okay, this one. Let me see if it's working. Yeah, it's working. So this property is gonna show you the links are gonna show you where the property was. An old listing, and some of the comps that that we use for this property. Okay. So, like for example, these are multi-family homes. In this case, this is a 3-unit property, right? So, being a 3-unit and being the property, this property property, there is a couple of ways that you can flip this deal, right? Or hold it, right? You can hold it as a multi-family home, or you can hold it as a single family, or you can flip it as a single family home. So in here, for example, we took the time to give you the comps that you need for both types of scenarios, right? So we're gonna give you properties that have been sold in the last 6 months, um, within a half mile, right? And for how much they sold, and these are multifamily, right? So when you see these, I don't know what it does this. Okay, it's going to show you, okay, another 3-unit property, and how much it was sold, and everything. So we'll give you the listing, so that way you can go and look at it by yourself and do your own due diligence, right? So we're just going to give you some comps. Of course, you can go and look for more, right? So, but here in this case, we have one, two, three, four. they have already sold, and another one that is pending, right? So, and based on that, we'll give you our opinion on what's the after repair value of that property if you leave it as a 3 unit, right? Now, if you want to look at it as a single family home, let's say you want to flip this house, you want to renovate this home, turn it into a single family home because that area permits that, allows that, um, and you have comparables in that area that are good for it. Then you can do either way, right? So, but single family homes here, they sold for 700,000, 600,000, 725, 729, 610. It all depends obviously on what you do. And then there's a couple pending, 699 and 578, right? And again, we're asking only about 359 for this deal. 3 bedrooms, 9 bathroom, meaning that they have 3 bedrooms in each of the units. Okay. Um, so like right here, you're going to see the comparables. And once you do that, obviously, if you like to see it, you're going to be able to get in touch with us, and we're going to give you the um, 411 uh, information on this property. Okay. And of course, since I do funding, I'm going to be able to help you with how you're going to structure the funding for these properties. And now again, um, when you have these type of properties, so of course here we're going to see some of the pictures here. um, uh, these properties completely got it inside, right? So what's going to happen is that um, you're going to need a full rehab loan on this property, right? Okay, so obviously, um, that's what we're gonna look with you. Okay, and that's what we're gonna be able to do numbers with you and how we can get this deal completed for you. Okay, so again, for if you would like to see these type of deals or more, I'm gonna be posting these on this website that I have. Is called ChicagoCashInvestors.com. ChicagoCashInvestors.com. um, I'm going to put it on the notes of this video, and then uh, so that way you get access to it whenever you want. Um, and then definitely, reach out to me if you have any questions. So that way, sorry, I keep shutting things down. That's my mistake. um, so keep reaching out to me if you have any more questions about these type of deals. And then we're going to be putting also with Pierre, we're going to put the list of properties that we have for the tax lien in this website too, so that way you can kind of see what are the properties that we're working with, and some of the things that you can get access. Okay, so we'll put as much information as we can in there. All right, so that's it for me today. I just wanted to kind of give you an update on what we're doing and how we can help you get access to more off-market properties here in Chicago and around the country. Different markets like Florida, Texas, Georgia, in New York, and even here next door in Indiana and Wisconsin. So feel free to reach out to me if you're looking for more properties, or go to ChicagoCashInvestor.com and just get registered there, subscribe in there, and then we'll get you all the properties. Just right now, we're working in putting everything in there, so just bear with us if you don't see much in there right now, but we're working, and it will be uh, in there probably throughout this week. Okay, we'll be adding all that stuff in there. All right, that's it for me today. So thank you everyone for watching again, and we're going to be again during the week with Pierre. We're going to be talking about some of the other properties on tax liens that we have that we're working on, and some of the ones that are ready to go now, ready for you to um, take advantage. All right. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon, everyone.